Hey everybody, good to see you. It is Friday. I am clearly not at work, but I am working. Wanted to make a quick video and share two major things with you. So, this is really partially training, but really for everybody. Um, on the screen right now, you see Ultra Time. And the first thing I want to show you is if you enter the wrong hours, how to clear those hours out. So, let's say that for the Sunday shift, I put in that I started at noon and that I finished up at 4, and that would be, the right way to do it. But what other people might do on accident is enter 12 and then 4, but for whatever reason, this becomes AM, and then we put that in. So now, if I confirm this, you'll see that this is a 16-hour shift. That's not fun or legal. So, what you would want to do then is if you put this in on accident, go to either one of the boxes and edit it so that it matches the first or second box. So they say the same thing. So I started at 12p, I end at 12p, I hit enter, and it disappears. So that's all there is to that. Then you can enter the actual correct hours. So that is, clear this one out too, the first thing I wanted to show you. The second thing is how to use the Outlook Mail for the Speech Lab. So go to gvsu.edu, and when you get here, you see the normal stuff. Now, normally, what you would do for your own email is go here, right? Student email. But the Gmail account for the Speech Lab is not our official email. So hear me on this, okay? Only use GVSL1 for Google related things. So that's our, Google Meet. That's the chat if we need to do that for, talking with other services at the Knowledge Market. That's for calendar, anything in the Google Suite. If it's not in the Google Suite, if it's an email, especially session notes going to a professor, let's always make sure to use the official Speech Lab email. And that is not a Google based email, it's an Outlook email. And the way to get to that is to go back to this homepage, then go to faculty and staff. Think of yourself as staff here in this instance, and then come over to email. And that's going to bring you, whoops, here's my personal email. This is going to bring you to the Outlook email, and it will look like this when you get there. Here, just put in Speech Lab, and then, of course, the password is the COVID sucks password that we use for multiple things. Oops. Get my fingerprint to work. And then this is the official email. Now, obviously, it looks different than your Gmail, your student account, but I mean, it's very user friendly and just sending emails. The last thing I'll tell you about using this is always sign your name to this, because it's signed right now as GVSU Speech Lab. But if you send something out that there's a question about, if a professor emails me and is like, hey, I got this email, it wasn't clear on this or that, then I know who to ask. So did this student record their presentation? That was one of their assignments. Maybe you just, didn't include it in the session notes because you assumed it was understood that they were supposed to record, and they did. But there could be questions. So I need to know who sends the emails. And then I can make sure we coordinate everything if we have questions or need feedback. All right, so those are your two big things. One, if you enter incorrect hours, just make both boxes match on the same time, and that will void out everything on that line. And two, if you're using an email sending out anything from the lab, official, go to the official email, and that again is through the GVSU website, faculty staff email, and that's an Outlook email. It's not Google anything. The only reason we're going to use GVSL1 is to use Google Suite apps, right? So again, the calendar, the chat, Google Meet, that sort of thing. All right, well, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. There was a really crazy issue yesterday where I was on the schedule, and I had 2 appointments listed in Book It, but we ended up with 6, and they all had confirmation emails. So crazy things happen. If that happens and I'm not there for whatever reason, just do your best and let me know as soon as you can, and we'll try to get through it. I mean, it's not our fault. It's not user error that's causing these problems. It's the program itself. And so I've contacted the web team and the other Knowledge Market partners, and we're trying to get that fixed as quick as possible. All right, thanks for your hard work. I also saw the training updates. I appreciate those. It looks like those are, for the most part, on track. Don't forget, if you want to get further faster, you can do that. You can come in when you're not scheduled, but there's a consultation, and you can come in and be part of that and go ahead and get those appointments out of the way where you need to shadow, partner, and then lead. All right, gang, have a good one, and I will talk to you soon.